Straight away, what I really loved, it was so easy to connect. Nice, huh? This is a Volkswagen Beetle. It's a 2007. On the back, got a dash cam. There's a Wi-Fi option. So this is my 21-year-old beautiful Mercedes SL. Comes with a really sturdy external support. There we go. How easy was that? They give you a reversing camera. You've got yourself the rear view camera, as well as a little 64GB memory card. This is my little wife's Range Rover Evoque. Lovely little car. It doesn't encroach on my viewing. A little bit of rock set for you, just keep the old volume down in case YouTube gets a bit upset with me. But nevertheless, you can see now that this is coming through my car stereo. Just press pause there. I love stuff like this where it's that simple plug and play setup because, as I said, not everybody's got a garage, not everybody's got the confidence to do things. This could just be the solution for you. How cool is that?
Let's move on, 'cause it's time to move on. Hear the drummer get wicked.
What I've got here in this box is probably the quickest and easiest, simplest solution that you guys could want if you want to get connectivity and a nice, lovely display in your car within 15 minutes. This is by a company called Ashore. Now, if you would have seen a lot of my videos, I do full installations on different types of touchscreen stereos where predominantly involves removing half the dashboard, different fascias, putting it all back in again. You don't need to worry with this because this is literally plug and play. Let me show you what's in the box and you'll get an idea. And straight away, there is the main events. So this is the D1026S series by Ashore. It's a fully widescreen touchscreen setup ready to rock and roll in your car. It has simple connections. It's got an SD micro input there. You've got an audio output. You've got a USB-C, and it also has a backup camera accessory as well. So let me grab a battery. I'll power it on the bench, and you can see for yourself just what this looks like outside of the car. Supplied with the Ashore touchscreen is a lovely long extension cable here. This you plug into your cigarette lighter. The other end is USB-C, and they give you about 4 meters, so you're going to be able to connect it in your car somewhere. There's a little power button on the top. She comes to life. The little screen protector on there as well. Straight away, what I really loved, it was so easy to connect with the Android Auto. I'm using an Android phone, and you can see that it brings up the maps straight away. You can customize that however you want, and it brings up all of your features that are safe to use that Android Auto then allow on your Ashore touchscreen. So things like you can have your Spotify, you can have your WhatsApp, and it's going to bring it up as a message that will then be read to you. And that's the whole point of either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, is that it allows you to keep your hands nice and safely on the wheel. You've now got complete hands-free for such things like your mobile phone or your main contacts, but now on this lovely wide screen. Now, to give you an idea of the screen, here's my mobile phone. You can see in comparison, it's this beautiful letterbox size. It's 23.5 centimeters long, or around about 9.5 inches. And it's 9 centimeters tall, or around about 3.5 inches. And what's also lovely about this, that in the box, also they give you a little reversing camera. They give you enough cable to easily reach the back. You connect this to the anode, or the positive, of your reversing bulb. Quite easy to find, just go into the back of your light bulb. And I've actually done one on a Fiat, which I'll put a link below to show you how you can do that. And then the other end just plugs straight into the unit. So let's give that a go. So from the main screen, you press the little camera icon there, and we've got a split screen. This is what I'm looking at. Here you go. I can see myself on the screen. And then the rear camera, which is just here, is actually going out the back. That's the camera there. Volkswagen Beetle, it's the new one. So, you know, sometimes you want to fit your car stereo, but you don't want the hassle of having to take the whole console out, get a new fascia, the wiring harness, all that sort of stuff. And some of the older cars, we all know that the functionality of your stereo is not going to be up to speed with 2025. And you maybe want to stream your Bluetooth from your phone, or you want to have your maps and all the rest. And this little box of tricks here might just be what you've been looking for. It's a 1600 by 600 definition, and you simply mount it on your dashboard. On the back, it's actually got a dash cam that you can record things on. But here's the best thing, there's literally 2 cables to connect. It's your power cable, and they also give you a little 3.5 audio jack. And most cars these days have an audio jack. This is a Volkswagen Beetle. It's a 2007. You can see how dated this radio is. It literally has a CD player and a radio. And if you're lucky, you can play CDs with MP3s on it. Remember the days when you used to burn CDs? Anyway, all you do, you plug it in, audio connection into there, then you plug the other audio into your A-Sure smart screen player. Along with your power cable, that is it. You connect it to your phone with your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay, and I'll show you just what it can do. It's as simple as that. It literally sticks on the dash. Look how good that looks. A lot of the cars these days actually have screens that are like that inbuilt. This is a 2007 Beetle. We've just basically upgraded it. And if you don't want to mount it on the dashboard, it also comes with a really sturdy external support, which if you want to, you can mount it on your windscreen. They give you a reversing camera, as well as a little 64 gigabyte SD memory card, so you can record all your files or music or whatever you want. You simply turn on the key, power it up. Nice, huh? So let's go into Android Auto. It will automatically pair. I've already done that. Gives you the instructions, and it should automatically connect. There we are. All right, and it's already gone to my music, which I'm going to turn that down. Otherwise, I'll end up getting a copyright strike. You've got your maps that comes up there, and of course, you got all the other apps as well. So all the stuff that's on your phone, they're now going to come up on your screen. You've got your WhatsApp is going to be talking the messages to you, because the Android Auto and the Apple CarPlay are designed to make sure that it's a hands-free, safe experience. But all the mobile car apps that the Android and the Apple allow are now going to be on your A-Sure smart screen player. There's a Wi-Fi option so that you can pair your phone and you can go on the internet, etc. You've also got Bluetooth streaming ability without using Android Apple CarPlay, so that you can just stream it straight from your mobile phone if you want to. Let's have a look at that reversing camera. This all comes as part of the kit. And there I am, I'm on the screen. I've got a reversing camera. How cool is that? For the price of what this is, and there's a little discount code for you down below as well. I've got my front camera there, I've got my rear camera. If you really wanted to, you could actually mount one right down on the front of the car, but it's up to you. Nevertheless, it comes with that external camera. On the reversing camera, on the harness, it comes with the wiring, which then, I've done it before in another video, and the link's below if you're interested. I did it on a little Fiat 500, where this then gets triggered by the reversing lamp. So when you put it into reverse, you get the familiar lines that then come up on the screen, and they're your guidelines for when you park. This is my little wife's Range Rover Evoque. Lovely little car, so I better not make a mess of it. And I don't want to turn the music up too loud because, as you know, YouTube gets upset. But nevertheless, it connected straight away. Let me press pause there. And that's because I've already got the Android Auto connected from when I did it on the Volkswagen Beetle. As you know, 2 cables to connect. That is it. You get your audio cable, and in this car, it's in the armrest. And then, of course, the other one is just your power cable, and that's in the cigarette lighter. So that is it, 2 cables to connect and you're ready to rock and roll. And what I've done here, I've removed the base, because this time I'm going to show you how their lovely little telescopic window mount works. I've already mounted it on the back. It comes with a little screwdriver, and you just put the screws in there. What's really nice about this is that you've got this telescopic reach, and it means you can adjust it how you want. There we go. How easy was that? Beautiful. And it looks like it's actually in keeping with the car, because the size of the existing radio and this little unit here, it's just a lovely size. From sitting here, it doesn't encroach on my viewing space when I drive. It's low enough, it's low profile. I could probably even move that a little bit lower. But nevertheless, look how simple it is to actually set up. Once you've got it connected, you can literally take this with you, go in any of your mates' cars, plug and play, away you go. You've got yourself the connectivity that you would have on all your top of the range cars with your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. Right, just to prove a point in case, I'm going to now put it on my 21-year-old Mercedes SL and see how it goes. So this is my 21-year-old beautiful Mercedes SL. And that's the whole point, is that I want to show you that this little versatile A-Sure touchscreen is capable to go in any vehicle. You've got to remember that this car is 21 years old. And even though the technology back in the day in 2004 was incredible, that it had GPS, it had maps, but it didn't have touchscreen. It certainly didn't have sort of traffic updates like we have it today. And you couldn't see the types of imagery that you can on the maps. Not only that, there wasn't anything like your MP3 music streaming ability. You literally had a CD player, and if you're lucky, you had a CD changer in the boot. Now I've actually added a little extra feature to my car command system on this Mercedes SL. And what that allows me is that I have a USB connection, but I also have an audio input. And for me, I installed it in my armrest. I simply connect in here. And then the other end, you then connect it into your A-Sure touchscreen. And likewise, for the power of the unit, simply to connect this into your cigarette lighter. And it's as easy as that. Two things to connect. What I particularly found very good about the A-Sure is that it connects really fast. Once you've paired it up with your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto, it does just connect every single time. It's lovely. And I know that I've had problems with the existing car radio in here. But let's say I wanted to go on a journey. I haven't got time to fix it. Maybe I haven't got the budget to fix it, because this thing down here is thousands of pounds. But if I wanted to, I could mount the A-Sure unit. And now, actually, to be fair, it looks like a lot of the modern Mercedes. Now, of course, you can tidy up the wires. I'll be able to put it through the little vents here, and that you would never see it. But I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video to show just how versatile, quick, simple it is to actually get this A-Sure unit working in pretty much any car, so long as you've got two things: a 12-volt power supply and an audio input. This is then going to go through the existing speakers in the car. So let's test it, and hopefully YouTube won't get too upset with me with a copyright strike. So I'm going to put some music on. A little bit of a rock set for you. Just keep the old volume down in case YouTube gets a bit upset with me. But nevertheless, you can see now that this is coming through my car stereo. Just press pause there, and it works lovely. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is the reversing camera. I've got it all installed on the car, and you can see on the screen here that if you press the camera button, straight away, there's a guy actually reversing up to me just now as I speak. You've got yourself the rear view camera. Importantly, you've also got the front camera as well. So as you can see, as I'm driving along here, I've got my rear view camera showing out backwards, and I've got my forward camera as well. And there's actually a little adjustment on the front there, so you can angle it slightly. So let's get those reversing guidelines up there. You simply press the home button, you go into settings, and you select camera. And here we've got various options. You've got recording resolution, you've got the camera format, which if you go into that there, will give you whether you want it in 1080p, high definition, or 720. So what we're going to do, we can simply, as it's touchscreen, you can move those lines exactly as you want. So what I like to do whenever I'm setting this calibration up is to get the car so that you're that right distance away from the curb. So let's move that line over, and likewise on the other side, let's make that as well. Because the width of the car that I'm showing behind, I'm using that as a little calibration gauge for my own vehicle, because I know I'm going to be roughly about the same size. So that looks pretty good there. So there we go. So in reverse, I've now got my reversing lines nice and calibrated. And of course you can record those views as well. To me, it's actually just like having a rear view mirror, but you've got it on a screen of which you can press record. What I love about the A-Sure touchscreen is the simplicity and the ease of connection. I've done many stereo installs, and I'll be honest, if you perhaps aren't too confident about what wires you need to connect or how to remove the old stereo, I get it. I get that you don't have either the knowledge, or you might not have the time to do it, and you don't want to go and muck up something on your car. We're not all that way inclined. So if you want a unit that you can simply just connect to your car without much thought, you've got 2 wires to connect. 3 if you put the reversing camera, but it's completely up to you whether you want to do that. Then you've got something that you can literally plug and play. 15 minutes, you could be on your way. And I think that for me is one of the biggest selling points, is that it's fits any other car. It doesn't just have to be a bespoke unit that is going to go into the car that you're driving. You can put it in a friend's car. Say you're going a long trip, that person might not have GPS, they might not have a touchscreen. Importantly, they might not have the Bluetooth music streaming, which for me is one of the most important things. And the way that we're inclined today is we want to have a nice, neat, simple solution, but we want to be able to have that connectivity that we're all used to on our phones. And we kind of got used to it now. When you think about it, back in the day, we had stereos that you used to pull out from the dash and take it with you when you went shopping. But nowadays, of course, it's all integrated, but you don't want to spend a fortune. So a nice little stereo like this, the A-Shure, going to give you that option, and it's not going to break the bank. I've got some special links down below, and all in all, I'm really delighted that A-Shure reached out for me to have a review of this, because I love stuff like this where it's that simple plug and play setup, because as I said, not everybody's got a garage, not everybody's got the confidence to do things. This could just be the solution for you. There's one thing I'm going to give a little bit of feedback, because I'm not just going to say it's good if it's not. The one thing that I did find, and I've put it between about 3 different vehicles, is that sometimes it depended on the connection that I got a little bit of static feedback through the audio line where it goes into the car. Now, that could just be down to that specific car. One car was all right, the other car you had a little bit of a static noise. But apart from that, for the price of what it is, as I said, this discount link's down below. I think it's a cracking, simple little buy that will give you that connectivity without too much trouble at all. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If there's anything you want to know, let me know down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the drive.